I know what you're thinking. Didn't you guys just test the 2016 Cardinal Red Volkswagen Jetta 2.0T SEL? You're right, but you're wrong. Same car, different trim package, and technically different color too. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics, and today we're gonna take a look at a 2016 Volkswagen Jetta 2.0T GLI SEL. So let's get started. Our update begins with a 2016 Tornado Red Volkswagen Jetta 2.0T GLI SEL. Now the GLI is the key descriptor here, as this is Volkswagen's performance-oriented package. Combine that with the SEL part and you get quite a few goodies, such as a different front fascia and lights, cool red brake calipers peeking through 18-inch alloy wheels with Bridgestone summer performance tires, and a notable change to the powertrain, but more on that in a bit. The SEL package also affords a 6.3-inch color touchscreen with navigation, park distance control, and backup camera. You also get keyless access with push-button start, VW CarNet App Connect, the impressive Fender audio system, heated front seats with leatherette seating surfaces, and dual-zone climate control. M.S.R.P is $31,200. Right off the bat, keen eyes will notice the upgraded Bi-Xenon headlights and LED daytime running lights. And this GLI version has its own special grille and trim pieces too. The rear of this car has LED taillights and a spoiler across the deck lid. If you saw our previous review of the 1.8T, then you probably already know this. But in case you didn't, inside the trunk, you'll find a rather cavernous 15.7 cubic feet of cargo space. That's even a fraction more than the Camry. So here's the part that you may have been waiting for. This Jetta GLI has a 2-liter direct-injected turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that makes 210 horsepower and 207 pound-feet of torque. But that's not all, as the engine is mated to a 6-speed direct-shift gearbox, aka dual-clutch transmission powering the front wheels. EPA estimated fuel economy is rated at 24 miles per gallon city, 33 miles per gallon highway, with a combined rating of 27 miles per gallon. AutoAcademics saw an impressive 29.4 miles per gallon during testing. As with most VWs, regular fuel is sufficient, but premium is recommended for maximum power and fuel economy. A quick glance from the driver's seat will make you think that things are the same up here too. And they are, with the exception of this car's red accents and the extra buttons for the extra tech. So now, let's get to the good stuff and see what this engine's extra 0.2 of a liter means in the real world. So let's get started. This 2.0T Jetta drives very similarly to the 1.8T Jetta that we tested previously. The handling feels good. To be honest, this car might even handle a little better if pushed a little harder due to its 18-inch alloy wheels with the Bridgestone Potenza tires. They're summer tires, so you know they should give you a little extra grip. But all in all, the handling feels good. This GLI also has a little extra technology in it, some more safety features, more cameras, sensors, that sort of thing, which is always a good thing. I have to say, when you get on the gas, it does have a pretty nice sound here in the cabin. And that sound comes from a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that makes 210 horsepower and 207 pound-feet of torque. Now that's 40 more horsepower than is available in that 1.8 liter that we tested previously, and you can feel the difference. A big difference between that 1.8 liter turbo that we tested previously and this 2-liter turbo that we're in right now is the transmission. That 1.8 liter had a standard automatic transmission that was very pleasant to use. This 2-liter turbo has a DSG transmission, which stands for direct shift gearbox. And well, basically, this one doesn't really want to follow your wishes. You put it in automatic mode or put it in drive, and it just seems reluctant to do what it is that you want it to do. Sometimes on a hill, when you put it into gear, it'll coast because it's not fully in gear. Sometimes when you are getting on the gas and you want it to go, it just takes a little bit before it wants to react to what your wishes are. Now, one way to resolve some of those concerns is to put the gear selector into S or Sport. That livens things up a little bit, and it lets this dual clutch transmission know that you want it to behave the way that it wants to behave, which is a little more aggressively. And so it makes the shifts much more lively, much more entertaining, and much more usable almost. The problem with driving around in Sport, however, is that, well, it locks out the top gear. So now you no longer have 6th gear, which means you're going to be using up more fuel. A final solution is that you can just put the car in manual mode. Now, this vehicle's really happy. You can get on the gas, the shifts are super fast, super quick, it holds the gears for you, and this car really wants to move and have some fun now. Again, the problem with manual mode is that, well, people buying this car are buying it because they wanted an automatic transmission. There's a 6-speed manual available, but if you wanted to shift your own gears, you would have bought that one. So there you have it, guys, the 2016 Volkswagen Jetta 2.0T GLI SEL. While many of this car's attributes are similar to the 1.8T, the additional 0.2 ends up being quite a different character. You see, on one hand, you have the 1.8T that is a mild-mannered, respectable, and fun-to-drive Jetta. On the other hand, you have this 2.0T with its 40 extra horsepower and that dual clutch transmission that make this car more of a delinquent and fun to drive Jetta. So now, the question I ask, which one would you take home to mother? I know my answer.